Good morning. Happy March 1st and happy Friday to you. Welcome to Breakfast with Bridgett. And we made it to the end of the week, so we're super excited. I'm really excited this morning because there's actual breakfast with Bridgett this morning. We're having breakfast here this morning, celebrating so many things. Our morning producer, Ryan Burkett, is going away, and our boss, Allison McGinley, came in. She brought us her famous breakfast casserole. She's up there right now with the hot cakes coming off the grill, and we're just so excited. We appreciate her doing that to help send off Ryan. He's headed to his dream job in Tampa. Of course, we're going to miss him tremendously, but we're celebrating a great opportunity opening up for him and all of his years of dedication here with us. So many mornings. So we're going to miss Ryan, and we're sending him off again next weekend. So we're celebrating this goodbye, and at the same time, it's bittersweet. So we're also celebrating something awesome, number one, and we want to thank you, our viewers on digital, on TV, on Click Orlando. Thank you for making us number one. Our mornings, 5 to 7 a.m. weekdays, number one. The noon show, number one on News 6, as well as News 6 at 11 p.m. So thank you for spending time with us and trusting us for your local news, weather, traffic, and just the information you need about your community. We take it seriously, and it is our service to you. So thank you for your trust. We want to get to the weather. We're starting off really nice this morning, but rain is working into the forecast. But we need some rain, but it's not going to be a total washout like a couple weeks ago. Meteorologist Candace Campbell, you're happy too, right? I mean, have you had this breakfast casserole from Allison before?
So, Trooper Steve, I'm doing, the cut-ins and stuff, so I wasn't able to go upstairs yet. Trooper Steve comes with 2 plates, not
Yes.
both for me.
Yeah,
one
I
for
brought
him, one for me.
Kathleen a plate too because we were busy. I brought her the
So
same plate.
here on my plate, there was 2 large flapjacks. I don't remember even eating them. That's how fast I ate them. I was like, did I have pancakes here? I see the maple syrup. I just don't remember eating them. I remember something delicious. I just don't remember
Same.
the process of it.
Isn't this great? We should do this
yeah,
every day.
We should. Do you hear Steve over there? It was funny because I asked Allison, like, is there anything, our boss, is there anything you need help with for the morning? I can grab something on the way in. And she says, no, it's just, you guys all deserve it. And we're, sending Ryan off, with the full tummy. And I was like, it made the bittersweet send off of Ryan a little sweeter when he has some other stuff to celebrate. So,
And we've had
big
plenty
shout
of
out to our
time to get
viewers.
used to the idea. So it's like we're getting to slowly let go. And
I know.
I've still talked to Ryan every day like this is his last day. We're going to miss him so much.
You know what? And the way we feel is the way the cloud cover right now is kind of so sad.
Yeah.
We are watching some cloud cover over Central Florida right now. We are dealing with kind of those cloudy skies, some of it making its way down to the surface. Not foggy, excuse me, a little more on the mistier side of things as we take a live look outside downtown Orlando right now. We are looking at the potential for more scattered showers in the forecast this afternoon. So temperature is out the door right now. It's 60s right now. Rain chances will continue to climb into the upper 70s to low 80s today. But you can see we are now talking about rain chances. They are back in the forecast at about a 20%. And here's some of that rain right now as we look at live on our radar here. Little radar sweeps are going around, not really picking up a lot elsewhere around Central Florida, but we are tracking some light scattered showers. Although the bulk of it's still sitting offshore, we are seeing some of that rain clipping parts of the coastline. So if you're going to be out and about, Volusia County really is the only spot where our roads are a little bit on the more soggier side, a little slick out there. But we are going to see more of a widespread chance for some rain in the forecast, Bridgett, as we head into your weekend. I've been kind of stressing this out. It's not going to be a washout of a weekend, but it's not going to be an ideal weekend. And, Steve and I do a lot of chit-chatting. He's literally right there all the time next to me. And I was trying to explain to him what the forecast was going to be. How am I going to explain this forecast? Because I know a lot of people see the rain and say, oh my gosh, it's going to be a washout. It's not. It's about a 40 to 50%, which during the summer, it's a typical afternoon kind of setup where we are dealing with some scattered showers in the morning along our coast. And then the favors more inland because we're going to see those sea breeze storms starting to collide. So this is 2 o'clock this afternoon. Does that look like a washout? No, not by any means. But we are going to see the sea breeze kind of collide, and you see kind of that zippering, that line of scattered showers developing across our interior zones there, western Seminole, Orange, areas of Lake and Sumter. And then that line will kind of start shifting out towards our coastline throughout the evening. So after sundown and into the overnight, we could see a couple scattered showers, which is why we'll keep that 20% chance of rain in the forecast. And once again, we'll have the collision of the east and west coast sea breeze again Saturday afternoon lining up. So the first half of the day looks fine, but again, just like the summer, we'll have a couple of those bubble up showers, a few thunderstorms developing along that boundary, and it will push out towards the east again. So you see the pattern. It's not an all-day washout of event, but it's going to be one of those days you want to keep your eyes to the sky because those showers will develop, which seem out of nowhere, but it's basically where those sea breezes collide. Same story Sunday. It looks like we will stay a little drier Sunday afternoon, but then once again, modeling is picking up to the sea breeze storms developing along I-4, pushing east into Sunday evening. So with that being said, rain chances for today sits about 20%. It's going to be warm. It's going to be muggy. So when you have those sea breezes collide, we actually have something to work with here, which will develop those scattered showers. Come Saturday and Sunday, your coverage goes up to about 50%. It's not an 80, it's not a 90 like we had a couple weekends ago, but we are anticipating a couple scattered showers as you saw there with the modeling. So again, keep your eyes to the sky, keep the rain gear in the back seat just in case it doesn't hurt. But I wouldn't completely cancel outdoor plans if you have them. Just make sure you have some options to be inside for a few minutes because again, it won't last very long.
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad to hear that because I know people have a lot of plans, like you said, and lots of events going on. So, and we do need some rain. And at least it's not like a couple weekends ago where it was just monsoon all weekend. So.
And it was cold, right? It was cold and it was
right.
raining. Yeah. So it was like that dampy, raw kind of weather. This is going to feel a little more like
This is not that. So that's good.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, this is going to be like a late May kind of setup where it's kind of warm. It's not super comfortable out there. You could break a sweat if you're going to be outside for a little bit just because of how muggy the air is going to be. So that's why.
We'll just play a little dodgeball this weekend.
Exactly.
All right. We'll take it. I'll let you get back to your breakfast so it doesn't get cold. Okay. I finished mine while you were talking. Thanks, Candace.
Oh, there you go. Good. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. I know Trooper Steve is pigging out over there too as we speak. And how's your plate looking, Steve?
Pigging out?
Well,
that's the term we're using. Well, you're right. 100% right.
I mean, own it. I know. Look at my plate.
It's empty.
Look at my plate. I'm saving the parfait.
No, it's gone.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm not messing around. I'm not going to let my breakfast casserole get cold.
Right. Candace said we keep the healthy stuff for the end and nail out that breakfast casserole real quick.
Isn't it amazing?
It's great, but I do want to get to the DOT cam real quick if we can. And then we'll talk about other stuff. This is what's happening right now. Eastbound I-4 at Champions Gate. Pretty amazing what just took place out here. So just to break it down, you're seeing this kind of clear out here, but that vehicle, that van that's leaving right there, LG, OED, TV, broke down in the center travel lane. There was no one out there. The trooper came out, shut down eastbound, literally flipped his vehicle the opposite direction of travel, jumped the car in the middle of the travel lanes, and now we have traffic back open, which is so cool because it's other than just keeping the lanes closed. The trooper decided, let me just handle this right now and handle business.
You caught it right as he pulled off too.
Right? Yeah. Because I was been watching. I was like, man, I was wondering how long you two were going to talk about this food. I was like, come on now.
Always let me know. Let me know. We got breaking news.
No, this is great. This is great because this is nice and clear. And I just wanted to kind of describe, like, man, what a great job our first responders are doing out on the highways, especially early in the morning. So you're going to have a little delay. They have it marked as a crash, but it is not. So all your lanes are now back open out there. The attraction's looking pretty decent. This crash, don't even worry about it. This one's causing some slowdowns, though. Residential area of Hartzog Road in Avalon. It's going to be west of 429, just south of Seidel. Excuse me. All this food has got my mouth.
You're excused.
A little all messed up. Yeah. Candace is like, slow down, Steve. Osceola Parkway to Colonial, 29 minutes, and then only 20-minute drive. Look how beautiful downtown looks just a little while ago. Candace was showing that kind of scattered low cloud coverage that was coming in and out, things that we were supposed to be aware of. Right now, downtown's looking pretty good. No roadway conditions, no problems. Sorrento, up in our northern portions, just west of Mount Plymouth. Earlier crash at Long Acres, all clear. Want to end here. Daytona Beach, we know Bike Week starts today. You need to make sure you are paying attention and runs through, I believe, the 10th. We're going to have a lot of bikers out there, a lot of cars. So riders and drivers need to watch out for each other. Bridgett, you know, we always say the teamwork out there, look twice. Depth perception is a little off when it comes to looking at a motorcycle. So if you think you can make it, maybe just wait, let that motorcycle pass so we don't have any issues over the next 10 days. Outside of that, we're looking pretty good, Bridgett. Keeping the on patrol today, and WKMG hits the road. I'm going to be over at Dean and 408. All residential out there. We're just going to be doing a traffic observation because, hey, it's busy. The east side wants us to be out there. So I'm going to go park out there. We'll see what's going on and enjoy this beautiful Friday with a full belly from our news director, Allison McGinley.
Yes, it's a happy Friday for sure. Well,
it's amazing the mood in everybody right now. Thank you. Have a good one.
I know. Thank you. All right. See you soon. We want to get to an unfortunate update, a troubling update here. We're getting into 4 days now since 13-year-old Madeline Soto vanished in South Orange County. We've been following this. Law enforcement is intensifying this until they find her. Soto's mother's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns, is in jail. He is being called a prime suspect in this girl's disappearance, and we've learned some troubling details about images found on his phone. Ezzy Castro explains more.
Stephen Stearns remains locked up and without bond at the Orange County Jail. The 37-year-old is the boyfriend of the mother of missing teen Madeline Soto. Stearns was arrested late Wednesday after investigators found evidence of sexual battery on his cell phone and child pornography. Orange County Sheriff John Mina called Stearns a prime suspect in the case after he said Stearns dropped Madeline off Monday morning near Hunters Creek Middle School, and that was the last time anyone saw her.
I think people are very much worried about the girl.
On Wednesday, Sky 6 flew over Osprey Park where search teams spent hours looking for Madeline, all while family members handed out flyers.
We will not stop until we find her.
And our hearts and prayers just go out to Madeline and her family right now. We'll keep you updated on what is happening there, and as soon as law enforcement updates us on any more breaks in that search. We have some special guests with us this morning. Onyx Magazine, a staple here in Central Florida. They are getting ready to celebrate their 2024 Women on the Move, and they have a big event honoring 22 Black women in our community excelling in their fields and community service. And the event is coming up this afternoon at the Alphon Inn in Winter Park, and we're just super excited to have you all on this morning to talk about this great event and the great work that Onyx Magazine does. We have Dee Parker, VP of Onyx, and Rich Black, publisher of Onyx Magazine. Good morning.
Good morning, Bridgett.
It's great to have you on. Can you tell us a little history about Onyx for those who might not be familiar and where you can find it?
Onyx Magazine is an African-American publication here in the state of Florida. We celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of African-Americans and those of the African diaspora. The magazine is circulated through the HBCUs here in Florida for all of our faith-based community. And we do two major events a year, which is Onyx Magazine Women on the Move and Onyx Magazine Men of Honor.
And this event this afternoon at the Alphon Inn, you have 22 women you're recognizing, and we have a photograph here of the ladies. Are these the ladies from last year, or who all is here in the honorees that are being recognized?
Yes, the pictures that you see now are from last year, and our event is slated for March 7th and March 8th of this year.
Oh, awesome. So the event is coming up next weekend then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you still have time to get your tickets for our reception, which will be March 7th over at the Orlando Museum of Art. Unfortunately, the Women on the Move event sold out in about 4 days.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, and these are trailblazing women from various industries and all over the community. Tell us about your honorees and how you find them.
Sure. Each year, we recognize again African American women and those of the African diaspora, from the areas of business, education, government, nonprofit, etc. This is an open process, and each year we receive about 100 nominees. Out of those nominees, it takes about several weeks to a couple of months to select those women. We usually get about 20 to 25. We want to make sure that these women have reached a level of Black excellence. So that process again is open, and next year will be open again for some more.
So, what types of things are they doing when we talk about the trailblazers? Give us some examples.
Well, we have Dr. Juliet Daniels. She's the woman out of Ontario, Canada, from Barbados, actually. She discovered the queso gene, which is found prominently in young African American women as it relates to breast cancer. And we also have the first woman in the world to serve as the chairwoman of a board, which is Bahamas Air. She's the first woman to serve as the board chair of any national airline, international airline in the world. So we have those type of women who we are celebrating. Many of them are trailblazers in their own right, just doing phenomenal work and crashing the glass ceilings.
And this is amazing because you're expanded beyond Central Florida. You're a Florida publication, but how far away are the honorees? Some of the honorees from how far away, or who's from the farthest away location? Can you say?
The furthest is from the UK.
Oh, wonderful! And who is that?
We're seeking Oprah. She's the Oprah Winfrey of PR and media in UK. We've also had them from Africa, from the Caribbean, and St. Kitts.
Oh, that is amazing. And you said that the luncheon coming up on March 8th, that is sold out, or which event can we still attend, or how can we get tickets?
Yes, the event that is sold out is the awards luncheon, which is March 8th. The reception, which is a kickoff reception, is at the Orlando Museum of Arts, and tickets can still be purchased for that event.
Okay, and is that on Thursday night?
Yes.
Okay, so that's Thursday night at Orlando Museum of Art. And where can we get more information and purchase those reception tickets?
Sure. The tickets are available on Eventbrite, and also they can go to www.onyxwotm.com. And if you're scrolling, you're looking at the website right now. So that address again is onyxwotm.com.
Okay. And if we would like to nominate someone maybe for next year or have someone in mind for recognition, how can you go about sending in that nomination or letting you all know about putting someone on your radar?
The nomination process will open again in 2 months. After we've had this year's celebration, we will open the nomination process 60 days from the date of this year's Women On.
And so you said you also honor men. When is that coming up?
We're looking to have that September 24th over at the Rosewood Hotel and Resorts. This year we'll be at the Alphon for the Women on the Move, and we have the other event over at Rosewood Hotel and Resorts. Last year we honored the president during their 50th anniversary, President Philip Davis of Nassau Bahamas. Prime Minister, I should say.
That's awesome. And you're celebrating so many years. Do you have any big celebrations or events coming up just to recognize, how long you've been around?
Well, we've been around now for 26 years. We recently celebrated our 25th anniversary. Our backdrop are some of the women that we've worked with. Sononia Clayton, she's the founder of the Trumpet Award in Atlanta. You have Congresswoman Frederica Wilson, who's doing phenomenal things with the 5,000 role model, and also Trish Bailey, who's listed as one of the top richest females in America, the top 5%. And she's only 27 years old. So we celebrate people every day who are African American descent and African diaspora.
And what are your goals for the future of Onyx? What's the next platform, or what are the next ways you want to, connect with people?
Well, the next platform, we're looking at the Onyx Fest, and which that would be probably comparable to what we have for the Essence Festival. We think that Central Florida would bring us all of this, the notoriety and the
Mm-hmm.
support. And we're also looking to launch our Women on the Move conference and our men's empowerment session, which we look to do that in 25, 26.
Awesome. Well, I have really enjoyed getting the update and the previews this morning, Mr. Black, Ms. Parker. Thank you for joining us. And
Yes.
I'm
Thank
wishing
you.
so much success on the upcoming events, and congratulations to all the women on the move. Thank you for recognizing those who are working so hard to, help others and trailblaze in the
Yes.
community.
Trailblazers and legacy leaders. And thank you for having us. And please join us Thursday if you're available, March 7th
I
and March
will
8th.
try. I will try. Thank you so much. I'll check on the babysitter. Well, have a
Thank you,
wonderful
Bridget.
weekend, and those last days leading up to your events with getting everything finalized. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
All right. Well, that's awesome to hear about the women on the move. We want to move on to Black Men Sundays coming up. We are, of course, we've wrapped up Black History Month, and Corey Murray, our photojournalist here at News 6 and host of Black Men Sundays, is coming up with a podcast on Sunday morning. And this week, Corey, you're talking real estate.
Yes. Well, first off, happy Friday. How you doing?
I'm good. And Kathleen is like, she's like, you got to wrap up. We got to get to Corey. So,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I got
Okay.
like 3 minutes now, Corey.
Okay,
I
cool.
know.
So check it out. We're talking about commercial real estate. We're talking to the brothers of the Halter Group. They're a black-owned real estate investment firm. What's unique about these brothers? I asked them, I said, my first question is this. If I'm looking at $1 million commercial real estate investment, I'm gonna need at least 250 to play. I don't know too many people that has 250,000 laying around.
Yeah.
So here's what he said and how the Halter Group can help aid us in getting our foot in the door for commercial real estate. Let's roll that soundbite.
I'm going to paraphrase Magic Johnson for a second. I'm a big Laker fan, and Urban recently said, we as a community have dominated entertainment, fashion, athletics, but we are so far behind in the financial sector, right? And that's because our community, we've never really been taught on how to grow wealth, how to save capital, and how to invest capital. We're talking about commercial real estate. To your point, it's not easy. You're speaking about a lender, a bank, that requires 25% down from that borrower. So if we're doing simple mathematics, you go and buy that apartment building for $1 million, you need $250,000 plus closing costs, and not many black, brown, purple, or blue are sitting on $300,000. So what we have done at the Halter Group is we've provided an opportunity where individuals that look like us can put their money together as a collective. And then we, as the experts at the Halter Group, we invest those dollars into large multifamily buildings across the country that pay a substantial rate of return on a quarterly and annual basis. So we're providing a vehicle to where everyone, no matter if you got 10,000, 20,000, or 300,000, can participate.
All right, Corey.
Definitely. Now the key, yeah. So now the key word is you have to have some money to invest with. A lot of people, listen. I know y'all got y'all tax returns. $10,000 get you in. You got 10K to play, is what I call it. 10K to play. And here's what I asked him, because I was like, okay, well, what if I have a crappy credit score? He says it doesn't matter. As long as you have 10K, that's the minimum. We can get you in commercial real estate. Let's
And
go.
is it
Blackman Sunday.
insured? Like, are you good, as far as the risk?
Well, that's where you got to tune in Sunday. You got
Okay.
to tune in on Black Men Sunday. We're dropping it at midnight, all podcast platforms. Click Orlando.com/Black Men Sundays. We'll get the article written up. We're also on YouTube. And, follow us on social media. We're on this Black Men Sundays on all social platforms. Follow us to get the updates. And also the thing about Black Men Sundays is, again, we're talking about generational wealth, mental health, finance, and business, but this is a big show this Sunday, commercial real estate. If you want to get in, this is how you can get in. Let's go.
Interesting info. Thank you, Corey. Thanks for being with us, and I'll see you soon. Happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. We used up all of our time here on Breakfast with Bridgett, but we'll be back Monday at 7:30 with more. And weather-wise, with meteorologist Jonathan Kekes is straight ahead, followed by Trooper Steve on patrol. Have a great weekend and take care.